Hi, I'm Heather from booktubes, and today's February anticipated romance releases. This is primarily indie romance. I believe I have one traditionally published, and I feel like I'm forgetting some, but if I am, I'll add them in. Hopefully. We'll see if I get uploaded before I remember. Okay, so first I want to talk about Monique. She is the author of the Mafia Misfits series. She was supposed to have a release in January, and she was supposed to have a release in that series in February, and she has just been in Amazon limbo. They are not approving her book. She's done all sorts of things to try and figure out what's going on and just is stuck in the in-between. This also happened to A.H. Cunningham with Ply, also a Black romance author. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know if there's anything that you can do about it. I would encourage you to maybe give her support, read her backlist, all the things. But for now, her release schedule is put on pause while she waits for book number 5 to finally get published. And it's just very frustrating. As much as Amazon and Kindle Unlimited specifically is such a great resource for indie authors and indie readers, they do not treat their authors well. They do not have good customer service, and they can punish authors for nothing with no recourse, no conversation. Just incredibly frustrating. So, support her. We don't know when we're going to get her book. When it comes out, I'll be reading it. Especially as someone who has read the 4 books that are already published in the series, I just cannot imagine that there is anything in that book to even kind of justify this. So, very frustrating. On the 7th, Cupids Peak by Jacquot is coming out. This is the Valentine's Day book for Hollow Nights. These are holiday romance books, which I believe aren't connected at all. They're just their own holidays and their own group of people. This is a hockey player and then a introvert. Her twin sister sets her up on a blind date, and she's like a huge fan of him. It's the hockey player. And this one is sweeter, but still has quite a bit of kink in it. So I loved the Halloween one. I'm looking forward to reading the St. Patrick's Day one, and I'm gonna read this one. Then on the 10th, Powerless, which is Chestnut Springs number 3 by Elsie Silver, is out. This is a small town romance. I read the first one. I really enjoyed the dialogue and the banter, even if I did have some issues with some of the conflict, and do plan on continuing the series, so I'm excited for this. We did see this character in the first one, so I've yet to read the second, but am looking forward to this at some point, even though I won't read it in February. And then also, tentatively on the 10th, Sugar Sugar by Lady Marie is coming out. This is a 30-something-year-old sugar baby, maybe just 30 even, sugar baby who has had a long time, sugar daddy, and they have never done anything physical. Even though the attraction has always been there, and then they are going to get physical and maybe emotional in this novella. I loved the steam and the relationship in their debut. I will definitely be reading it as soon as it comes out. Then on the 14th, Heart Haunt Havoc by Freydis is out. We have a trans exorcist, and they are called to a haunted house, and there is a very handsome non-binary owner of the house, and they're going to try and solve the skeletons in the closets and all the things, and also fall for each other. So I did enjoy the one book by this author that I have read, and I'm looking forward to it. Then on the 15th, Fire and Brimstone Shifting Hearts by Stella Williams is out. This is a shifter romance. I've never read anything by this author, but they did respond to me on Twitter, and I was like, that looks interesting. So this is a phoenix shifter, and the only other phoenix in existence is kind of investigating them for arson and also wants to mate, and she is like, I only want to mate for love. I don't want to mate just because you're the only other phoenix. So that sounds interesting. I love paranormal romance. You all know this. And then, don't know when, but Jessica Gadziala's next Mafia book will be out, and this is The Woman with the Flowers. This is a florist who is unaware that her business is involved with the Mafia, so that should be interesting. And then lastly, on the 28th, The Neighbor Favor by Kristina Forrest is out. This is a traditionally published book, I think. I found out about this from Kristen at Kristen Craves Romance. She does a new releases video every month, and I watched it and saw this. But since watching her video, Vina and Tama both said that they have arcs. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the reviews. I really trust their reviews. I think they're great reviewers. Even when our taste doesn't overlap, I think they do a really good job of telling you if you will like a book. So looking forward to that. This looks so cute. First of all, the cover. I'm just like enamored with the cover. I'm not gonna lie. The cover was like, okay, I'm interested. I'm immediately interested. She is bookish and she gets a new neighbor or something, and the neighbor is actually the author that she's been corresponding with. And I think they have a little bit of issues, maybe not realizing, you know, that classic trope. It looks cute. I do think it deals some with racism in publishing, so again, I will be interested in seeing reviews on how they feel that was handled. So looking forward to that. And that's it. That's all the books I have for February. Let me know if you already knew about these, found out about any of these, want to read any of these, or have any other anticipated releases for the month. February is Black History Month, so I will be, you know, well, I read Black authors all year round, but I will be probably primarily focusing on those. So it's unlikely I'll read any of the other releases in February, but you never know where the mood will take me, which random book I might pick up. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.